Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. And today I want to take a look at a couple of nice attacks from the latest days in the Clan War League. And we're about to jump into the last couple of hours, basically, in the last couple of minutes in the second match. And obviously we have to do as good as possible. This was the first one. There are like around 2 hours left in this one, and this is freaking close. We're about to attack number 8. I will show you guys the stats of the war for a second now, and you guys can see it. It's damn close. Like, we have 1 triple, the other guys have technically 4 because they have 1 star, but this war is freaking close, so we will try to do our best to bring this a little bit more closer with adding another triple, and, well, increasing the percentage as well, because the percentage so far is way better for the opposing team. So let's take a look at the base, and it's like one of those annoying freaking ring bases, and one of the best things you can do against those is Yeti Smash, as you guys know. You can basically ignore most of the time the core of the base, which means you're just sending a Yeti blimp over there, and this means the Townhall is getting taken out by that. Since you can just add a couple of goblins into a Yeti blimp, you do not have the danger of not taking the Townhall down, because those Yetis in combination with the goblins will take down the Townhall easily if you choose the right angle. So what exactly is the idea overall on this base? The idea overall is to kind of cut one of the ring pieces, basically. So this means you want to get rid of this part of the base, because with this dead zone behind, we're having huge funnel possibilities, and the only two which can do that in the beginning is either a Yeti blimp, but since we want to have the Yeti blimp for the core, we can't do that. So it's going to be the Warden. The Warden can always have like a really deep funnel purpose because of his range, and you just can get through the enemy Royal Champion with a rage easily. And I mean, time is always the issue on those Warden walks, so that's why rage is kind of nice anyway. Even if we have to invest 2 rages, it's totally fine, because we won't need any jump spares, because as you guys can see, the troops will just run around the base, and meanwhile the core will be taken out by the Yeti blimp. That's it. That's already the plan. We will delay the blimp a little bit. We will send it in behind of our main squad. That's kind of the idea. And then on the outside, we use our king to funnel the rest of the base to make sure that all of the troops are staying inside, doing their job over there. And that's it. The plan is pretty straightforward, not too complicated. The only thing which might go wrong is, I don't even know, like, I guess time fail, but I mean, plan wise, it's like I said, basically pretty straightforward. This is going to be our army. 1 super wall breaker to make it a little bit easier to get into the base, and we have 1 heal spell, because I can't just use tons of rages. Like, at some point we have too many rages in our army, so we will bring 4 only, since like I said, we do not need a jump spell for this one, since we do not want to enter the core. And well, 8 boulders, 6 Yetis overall, and I think we have to switch up one more, like we have to switch the Warden to ground for this one. Collecting all of the resource. Do you guys feel the same? Like, whenever you see like the resource thingies popping up about your above your collectors, you have to press them? I don't know, it's like always the same for me, but either way, this is going to be the army. Everything is set perfectly, so let's get started, and hopefully add another triple to our triple count. So let's get started. Obviously, once again, double checking everything. If you have everything selected correctly, and then we're starting off with our Warden. There's 1 Troll Tesla at the top, which normally tells me there's going to be way more Troll Tesla than just over there. So we have to save a couple of loons to make sure that we're getting all of the Troll Tesla out of the way. So that's the first thing. And then as soon as the Archer Tower is getting tanked, like the top one, we can add a wizard over there to support the Warden a little bit more, to make sure that time-wise we're a little bit faster over there. So Warden so far taking out everything which he needs. So far so good. Now the Archer Tower is getting tanked, so we can place the wizard over there. Meanwhile, Warden's taking out everything which he needs to, and now we have to wait for him to take out the wizard tower, the mortar, and the arch tower. That's like the key buildings over there. Since we know that there might be a Troll Tesla, we're starting off our king on the outside to make sure that the Tesla, if there might be a Tesla, is getting taken out. There was no Tesla, so that's okay. So let's get started with the troops. Lure over the Warden, and get started with entering the ring. We have to save a couple of loons, like I said, if there might be even more Troll Tesla. I would like to send a couple of more loons in there, just for soaking up black mites and everything. But I guess we have to do it this way. Now the Yeti blimp is getting added to all of this. As soon as my troops are like getting a bit closer to the scattershot, we're using the warden ability. Everything so far is looking really good for us. The scattershot is going down. The Townhall should go down by the Yeti blimp. There's no giant bomb, which means my goblins will survive. Royal Champion from the bottom to keep everything inside. Now another rage as soon as my troops want to go outside of the base to make sure that they're like keep going in the ring. Queen ability still alive. Let's keep some wizards over there. We have 2 Tesla on the outside. The first one at like 8 o'clock, the other one at 3, like at 5 o'clock. And I should know the time, but either way. Now we're using a freeze to make sure that our Royal Champion is staying a little bit longer alive because there was a single Fern Tower. And now the rest of the cleanup. 50 seconds, but our troops went actually on the outside, so this is going to be close on time. Can we add, yeah, we can add a couple of minions over there. Maybe the archer at the top, elixir collector, I don't know. This is already once again so tough on time. We have still the queen ability. I think we will use it as soon as she's going for the high HP buildings. I guess I'm not 100% sure. Maybe we should save it for the wall. Maybe that's a little better. 25 seconds roundabout left. This is getting really close. 20 seconds. Queen ability now. And this is, oh no. 12 seconds. Royal Champ, the warden is dying. 10 seconds. Oh, come on. Come on. Okay, I think what went wrong on this one was the Royal Champion. I misplaced the Royal Champion completely. I should have delayed the Royal Champ because with using the Royal Champion, I think I took out all of the buildings in the inner core or like in the inner ring, which meant my troops to go on the outside, which should have not happened. And I completely sent her into the king, which is not the good thing for her as well. So I should have waited for my troops to go for the enemy king and then send my Royal Champ. But this feels bad. God damn it. Okay, so this war is going to be super close. I hope the guys will bring it home, even though I don't think so. But let's see. At least we brought the percentage a bit closer again, but this is going to be a tough one. But I have one more attack for you guys, which I did yesterday as well over here. And let's jump over there and watch some nice more attacks. You guys can see only a couple of minutes left in this war, like 8 minutes. And we want to take a look at this base. I feel like more and more bases are getting like in this style, like the eagle on one side, the town on the other side, kind of isolated to make sure that the pathing into the town isn't like as easy. But on most of those bases, you have to watch out for the hero placement, because on this base, for example, we have the enemy queen and Royal Champion on top of each other, basically. In addition, with the eagle and 2 scatter shots in behind. So there's a ton of value on the left side. So that's what we're aiming for. We're aiming to queen charge into this left compartment, using our kings to support everything. And then the Royal Champion on this base has crazy value. Like, take a look at the top side of this base. There's not too much damage since all of the expos on the other side of the base and there are no single Inferno towers. Just the Royal Champion on this one is going nuts. So let's get started with the rage. We have to freeze the damage. My queen is getting rid of the enemy queen. So far, so good. Now my queen is going for the first wall. We have to support her on the outside with like using a baby dragon to make sure that she's staying inside. This is luckily a multi-inferno tower, which means it's super easy for us to charge in over there since there's like no single, so we do not have to freeze that. That's nice for us. Now we're taking out both of the air defenses and the eagle, and then we can have the second layer wall breaker for the expos to make sure that we're getting even deeper into the base. So far so good. Everything's looking really solid for us. The queen is going for the top side, which I like. She's going some strange directions, and I completely missed the rage on this one since I was then kind of confused by the pathing of her. But now Clan Castle is coming out, but the Lava Hound is getting distracted by the king because we used our queen ability. So we have only the poison over here. We cannot use the rage, the poison yet. So the witch, we had to take that out without the poison. And we have to save the poison for the enemy Lava Hound. Otherwise we will have huge issues to take that out. So as soon as the Lava Hound is coming over again and both of the scatter shots are taken out, we can get started with our Lado and the blimp, obviously. making sure that everything is reaching the Town Hall with the blimp, warden ability to make sure that the blimp is not getting stuck on any black mines whatsoever. Blimp is making to the Town Hall, and there's once again a couple of super goblins and the dragon inside. Then take a look at the top side. Take a look at what exactly the Royal Champ already took out. He took already out, like, I feel like 4 archer towers. He took out a sweeper, wizard tower, air defense. This Royal Champion was the true MVP of this one. And, well, Royal Champion can be so powerful if you find a weakness in a base with no heroes, which is important. Like, no heroes should be over there. No single front towers and no ground exposed. This is like a dream coming true for any Royal Champ. So this was perfect for us. Royal Champion being the MVP of this attack, and we got the triple at least on this one. I would have liked to switch it around to have the triple in the other war and not in this one. I mean, you can't choose always winter triple, right? So this is the war which I wanted to show you guys as well. So this was a win for us, 35-32, and that's for it for today for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope I see you guys back tomorrow for another one. See you guys until then, and bye bye.